Welcome back to Trade Talks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. We're coming to you live from TD Ameritrade's LINC conference in Orlando, Florida. Joining me for the RIA Practice Management segment is Vanessa Oligino. She's the Director of Business Performance Solutions over at TD Ameritrade. Thank you very much for joining us
Thanks
at
for
the
having me,
conference
Jill.
today. Can't beat the view here, can we? So tell us about the top programs that are at LINC.
So first and foremost, we want advisors to have an experience at LINC. Each and every year, we're trying to figure out how to make it bigger and better. This year, we're going to be focusing a lot on innovative technology and where it's headed and how advisors can best use that in their securing their firm's future going forward. So right behind us, we have the Vail Village, where we have over 80 different technology vendors here to showcase the greatest of what they're working on today. We also have the Business Consulting Lounge, so advisors can come and meet with different industry experts to help understand how to overcome challenges that they're experiencing right now. And it's just a whole lot of fun.
It's a fantastic setup. This is definitely the coolest setup that I've reported from. But let's talk about threats that firms are seeing and what's keeping them up at night.
Sure. We actually spent a lot of time this year. We spent time with our biggest firms, our medium-sized and smaller firms, to understand what those challenges were. Most of them were actually related to human capital. So they're thinking about things in aging workforce, right? So firm principals are getting older, ready to retire. Who's going to take over the firm? Who's the new next leader? They're also thinking about what if somebody, a high performer, resigns unexpectedly? Do they have a backup in place? They're thinking about cybersecurity. They're thinking about how they can continue to keep up with all the regulations and be compliant with those. There's a number of things that they're thinking about. But at the end of the day, it's really just a bit overwhelming, and they need help to prioritize and think about the best order in which to work on things.
What are the best ways that advisory firms can identify those vulnerabilities? Because there are a lot of them out there.
So we actually developed a risk assessment this year, and it's a quick survey that an advisor can take on 8 different things, so things like data protection, cybersecurity, succession planning, and it will give them what is essentially a credit score at the end of it. It's out of 800, and it'll let them know where those areas of vulnerability are. And it's really helpful for them to see that some areas are really blind spots. They weren't aware of them, and they are now ready to focus and prioritize those.
Now, is this what you would suggest for firms to do right now to
Absolutely.
Reduce their risk profile?
They can do it in our Business Consulting Lounge. It's ready to go on the iPads, and it'll really help give them some insights into where those areas of vulnerability are.
All right, and let's wrap it up. And what are the most important things that advisors should be doing around compensation? That's always a difficult conversation to have.
Sure.
So what's your best practice advice?
My best practice is have competitive compensation from a cash perspective, base salary and incentive. Take it off the table. The rest of it is really about perks and incentives that you can provide to help people want to be there. Help them understand that you are investing in them and that they are an integral part of your future.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us at the conference. And traders, thank you for joining me throughout the day. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter.